Hey everybody, this is Sean Powell. I just wanted to take a second and do a video. I'm about to start working in the yard today. I'm getting ready to get the new driveway poured in my yard. It's a big half drive across the front. It's an old Victorian house. So I'm looking forward to that. And got the whole side over here, and all the walkways going to be done with rocks and everything. So today's going to be the day I get out there, and it's amazing because every time you're supposed to have something done, it's either a holiday, it gets in the way. It's like you're waiting on something to come in the mail or something, or the weather works out to not work for you. And I suppose I had this done a couple of days ago, but because of the weather here in North Carolina, we had to postpone it a few days and let everything dry up a little better before we could do it. But anyhow, so that's what I'll be doing this evening. Be working in the yard a little bit, make sure everything looks good. When that's done, it's going to really look nice and attractive. But I was going to do. I just want to take a second and do what I like to refer to as tip of the day. Sometimes that's nothing more than somebody making a comment inside of a Facebook group or something like that, and then me, the first thing that pops in my mind. A lot of times it'd be a question they ask or something, and I realize this is something I maybe haven't covered or something very important that could change. Something the way people think about it, stuff like that, and it'd be things that I've learned along the way. And this one right here, y'all, I'm actually going to refer to this one and read this off to you. This kind of went way. I usually add a picture to every quote because it grabs more attention. That's probably about the closest one I could find to it, but I want you to listen to this, y'all. This is very important. I would rather take action without knowing the answers and learn along the way than any other way of doing it. Why? Because everything you learn along the way sticks with you forever, and most importantly, you learn to make it work for you your way, not a theory, not something you read somewhere, but something that you make work for you yourself. And believe me, that never leaves you. Okay. Um, what that means to me is a lot of y'all sit here and you try to become a PhD in business before you decide to take action. And what you're going to learn is what you're reading and what you're learning is someone else taking action. Now, there's nothing wrong with using those, to kind of guide you a little bit. But I will tell you this, y'all. I would rather throw the hammer down and point in one direction and learn as I went than any other way. I can seriously tell you, and I'll even show this down here, I could seriously sum up everything I have learned and everything I've done in online business with that comment above. I was talking about this one right here. And it's like I said, y'all, I don't know of a better way than for you to be applying the action, hit a roadblock, or mess up and steer the right way. Because when you mess up, y'all, it's not a mess up. It's pointing, it is, but it's pointing in the right direction. You're not, it's moving. You're moving. At least you're not standing still reading on how to do everything. Because believe me, if you sit here and you try to read everything and then take action, you're still going to run into issues. You're still going to have to make it work for you. There's no other way better that I know than to just run straight forward and then figure it out when you get there, to be honest. And I can honestly say that I don't think I would attack any business any differently. What else does it teach me to do? To take action, trying things. When I do something on YouTube, I'm trying to see what the results are going to be like. If I do a full video and I'm sitting at my kitchen table like I've done many in the past, I'm trying to see what are the numbers going to be like for me off of that video compared to this one where I'm down here in the corner. If I take me entirely out the picture and I'm doing a sales video and all I do is just show the video, a couple of pictures of me up here, I look at the numbers. I look and see, what's the best scenario for me? I'm trying different things because I've got the ability to do so. And the question mark is still there for everything I'm doing. So why not learn from it? You see what I'm saying? Now, in a landing page, this is something I've learned. I'll share this with you. In a landing page, if you get the ability to show who you are, what happens is when you are, doing a presentation for whatever before you go into the sales page, and never let the cat out of the bag. Never, never, never. You never want people to know exactly what you're doing. Let them figure out that on their own by going into the sales page. But when you put yourself there, I've learned that the emails are real. People that relate to you, even for just a couple of minutes prior, are 95% more likely to put their real email there as opposed to just some crap because it's a pretty landing page and then go through. Now, I think that's worth it. I seriously think that's worth it. That's why most of my landing pages you're going to see is me in it because of the fact that I want them to relate to me, even if it's just that little bit. Now, when I take them to a sales page, 99% of the time, it's me that's going to be talking. But if I'm not down here in the corner, it's okay. They've already related to me. You see what I'm saying? So that 2-3 minute video, whatever I did at the very beginning, could very well just set the pace for the whole thing, and then I don't have to worry about it. So if I do or do not present myself in a sales video other than more than just a picture, or something like that. Now, the reason I also want to present myself there as well is because a lot of people, I may just send them the sales video. You know what I'm saying? The sales page. And the good way to do that, y'all, is just to make a shortcut up here. I got one for Traffic Hurricane. I got one for Exitus Elite. Here's another thing, too, that might help you out. If you notice, let me stop this video before it makes sound. If you notice this, okay, look at it real good. It's got the money down here from, I've got my phone number now, contact me right here. I want people to relate. Okay, this whole page right here looks an awful lot like this one. It's the same page. There's no sense in me trying to redo something, make something different when this works. It just simply works for me. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need for me to go through and make everything. A few little variations I've changed is this. Put my phone number up here. Secondly, why is everything else the same? Because I want them to relate to me here. I want them to connect with me here. And this is me talking about the salary, the money potential I've made, with Traffic Monsoon as a potential with Traffic Hurricane. And it's going in the same direction, y'all. I can already tell you that. But there's my phone number right here. Here's my email so you can contact me directly. That's everything I want it to be right here. There's no sense in me having to make, and the next, I might do something different with the background or something like that. But for the most part, that's why Your Online Way to Freedom is up here. It's universal for me. I can make it fit for anything. So that's something else that might actually help y'all. If you can come up with a name of something that if they do a search off of, it's not going to link anywhere but to you, then that gives you the ability to brand yourself into something. And it's not just about one particular business. You see what I'm saying? So you could even do a Facebook group or something like Your Online Way to Freedom or something, be yours. The same way Frank Calabra's got Planet Millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Or some other people that have their name in it possibly. You don't see a business there because of the fact that it limits you to that page. If you put your business there, then you'll wind up having to have several Facebook groups that you're going to have to manage. And maybe that's what you want. But to be honest, to brand you and then bring you all into one, I think is real important. It's also why I've got a picture of me. It's why you always see the same picture. I know some of y'all, I've been using that for almost 2 years now. Seems like so much longer. I swear it seems like so much longer than I've been in online business for less than 2 years. It's amazing. It's amazing, y'all. I just hope you the best. Just put the hammer down. Get out there and do the work, just like I said, y'all. Don't worry about roadblocks. It is only an issue if you quit. Secondly, whatever hangups you're having to get there is your hangups. The people watching is not going to care. They don't have a hangup with you. You have the hangup. It's your hangups. Okay? So do whatever you got to do. Maybe that's your roadblock. Your first step needs to drop it. Sometimes the answer are obvious, and people just think, well, I can't do that. Well, you can. Well, why can't you? Make another Facebook account. There you go. I don't even know how many Facebook accounts I got. And here's something else too. While I was learning to master Facebook, and I knew exactly what I was doing, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to get out there and try things and screw up. That's what I needed to do. I needed to learn. I caught a bad reputation because I had several Facebook accounts. And it got to a point where I actually hit Craigslist one time and used and bought some. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying I did this for a reason because I was trying to see was auto posters going to be the answer. I really didn't know. I didn't want to hear somebody else's answer. I wanted to know, could I do it? So what did I do? I bought a couple. I think I had about five names for different people, and I posted it up there. And I was using Universal Post, and I was setting up an auto poster. What I wanted to do, y'all, was to see, because of what I bought off of what was it, Fiverr. Was it worth me blowing through these accounts and seeing how long it took for Facebook to knock out that account? You see what I'm saying? I wanted to learn some of the answers, and the only way I could do it was just simply to do it. So I would spend like $5, get like 5 usernames, and I'm not suggesting this, but I caught a lot of crap there. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I learned things that nobody else knew, and I needed to learn it. How did I limit to keeping safe within the guidelines while still getting crazy lead numbers in Facebook? By doing that. That's exactly how I did it. No, I don't use those accounts or anything, but it gave me an opportunity to stretch and see what Facebook would allow. And then I also learned that Facebook isn't always fair. Yeah, I could have two different people, both have been, both accounts have been verified, and been more than a year. I know that for a fact. And then they wind up being, um, one gets picked on and the other one doesn't. Why? I don't know. I mean, why would Facebook allow one and not the other when they're literally about the same time frame? Everything's identical. It just doesn't make much sense. Yet I learned that. And how did I learn that? Because I used setting up an auto poster at that time. Now, this was before auto posters really got knocked out for the most part when it comes to Facebook. I actually do have an auto poster. This is it down here on the bottom. It's a really good one. It's an FB Groups poster. I do not rely on an auto poster. And what I learned, y'all, in the process, and I tell people this also, if you're new, you need to be careful, because if you've only got one Facebook account and you're using that to do connections with your people that are in the business, to connect into Facebook groups and stuff like that for your business, you could very well wind up getting blocked where you can't make a comment at all, and you're going to disappear from your downline for a while. It's not what you want. Having that fallback uh, Facebook account that can be disposable if need be, then you can set that up on an auto poster. I learned a lot, y'all, that at nighttime I get a lot of people that are like-minded on other parts of the world that isn't during the time frame where I'm awake, especially my little boys in school. Also, I was painting my house and I was upstairs working. I've been working on my, fence, all sorts of things like that. Auto posters come in handy when you're trying to keep your lead numbers up. And I've never seen one that didn't pay for itself. But I will tell you, I do not spam the world like I'm crazed. Okay? When I'm personally doing Facebook accounts, I'm literally doing 17 groups at most 3 to 4 times a day, personally, manually posting into groups, right? Now I'm talking about a Facebook account for posting in work at home, work from home, work network marketing, those universal posting groups. Now, when I do an auto poster, I have less than 50 groups up there. And I set it for I think right now I'm setting it for 49 groups, 1 to 5 minutes, and I'm literally doing it and then taking an hour and there's a 100-minute break. Sometimes I make it longer than that, and then come back. So I'm doing 25 and 24, I think is about basically what I'm doing, if I'm not mistaken. And to me, that's clean. You're not going to have a whole lot of problems with it. I don't do it every day. I set it up, might take a day or two off or something like that, because I don't want to blow through account, and I don't want to be spamming the world either. Some days that's all I do. My YouTube videos do everything else for me, and I just let that be a little fallback to connect, for that. Not only that, y'all, I can take one of my YouTube videos, upload it, put it up there, and send it out, and it can help build up my numbers for YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes that's what's worth it right by itself. Anytime people can get out and see who you are and can relate to you in the process, is a win. I don't never personally ever want to send anybody anywhere that it's not me. Because even if somebody doesn't get in, they know my name. They're learning who I am. That is branding you. Learn to use everything, good or bad, whether or not they come into business is irrelevant sometimes. The fact that you're still getting seen, the fact that there's still a count on YouTube to maybe help, maybe they comment there. Maybe it's not even a good comment, but it's a comment. And YouTube looks at it as being more valuable. You see what I'm saying? There's all sorts of ways. There's more to it than whether or not someone just gets in. Secondly, what if they watch 4 or 5 year videos and then they find one that really connects to them? You see what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, the answer is still just getting out there. I've never told anybody to go get an auto poster. I'm not going to now. I can tell you this: I can have this bad boy set up for 150 if I had that many groups on, for that one. But I can tell you this: I would kill it with just my 17 groups 3 to 4 times a day. It's not needed. I would highly suggest doing that anyhow because of the fact that this is how you're going to make connections with people. That's exactly the glue they're looking for. And one more thought. I know this has been kind of longer than just a tip of the day kind of thing, but that's okay. I think it's important. Um, one more thought, y'all. When it comes to paid advertising, there's nothing wrong with that. But let all of the cards fall in your favor. Do your own videos. If it's nothing more than you at the very beginning, so that you get the real emails from people and people will get to relate to you for just a minute, y'all. And if it takes you a month before you get the video that you feel that, hey man, you know what, this was a really good video. You don't have to say much. All you gotta do is show people that you're excited about something. And sometimes that's all they really need to see. You're not gonna tell them what you're doing. You get that video and you nail it one time. You have that video to always work for you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you go do paid advertising, they have greeted you. You've greeted these people. You stood at the front door with your hand out. And sometimes that's all it needs. Then make sure y'all, like I said, I will never not have where my phone number is not in here. Ever. Now, I know if you're a female species, I understand guys are idiots. I understand. Then you need to look up how to do a 1-800 number, was it a Google number or something that's going to translate and let sense to you and you get your phone number so people won't know the number itself. You do what you got to do to make it work. And sometimes that can be your roadblock. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want to do it, but it's the answer. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest doing whatever you got to do if you're female listening to this and wanting to do that. But y'all get out there, get seen in front of people. It's going to help you a lot. One of the newest guys that I think is probably really getting viewed right now is Sean Lynch. Why? Is because, well, first of all, Traffic Hurricane is right from the get-go right now. And look at how many people are watching him. Thousands of times. That every time he gets out there, he's getting seen. Oh, that Sean Lynch guy. Yeah, I know him. He's got the video with the music playing in the background. You want that kind of recognition. You really, really do. Even though it may not seem like it is right now, the online business world, y'all, it does seem like we're a big group of people. And anytime you get to stand out from someone else by someone knowing your name or your presentation or know who you are, it helps. It really helps you as a name in yourself to make a name for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So I would highly, highly suggest that. So anyhow, y'all, this is a very long tip of the day. I apologize. I hope someone got something from it. But if you need anything, y'all, just let me know. Again, notice my phone number is down below. Exitus Elite is doing great. Traffic Hurricane is doing great. If you need anything, y'all, and again, I'm running them together. I will probably mesh them together into their one big old circle if I can help it. And just one big block of Exitus Elite and Traffic Hurricane. And I'm giving out 3 ad packs. I am the only one in Traffic Hurricane giving out 3 ad packs for coming into Exitus Elite. And then I'll give you 3 ad packs to help you with your business and promoting it. And I've already got a sale from Traffic Hurricane in the Exitus Elite with just the ad packs I bought. So it's well worth it. If you need anything, y'all, just let me know. Appreciate it.